Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing a comparison that I've wanted to do for a very long time. We have the two Avengers Compound sets. On the left here, we have set number 76131, the Avengers Compound Battle. This set is from 2019. It has 699 pieces, 7 minifigures, 5 of which are unique to the set. The minifigures are a Thanos and Hulk Big Fig, a normal size Outrider, Nebula, Captain Marvel, and Iron Man, and a micro scale Ant-Man. This set retailed for $99.99 USD, or about $100, and to get it used, it still goes for about the same price. On the other side, we have set number 76192, the Avengers Endgame Final Battle. This set is from this year, 2021, with 527 pieces, so a bit of a downside. This set has 8 minifigures. 5 are unique to the set, not sure which 5, but maybe they're counting the Iron Man as exclusive because he's a shield build or something. But the minifigures are Thanos, Big Fig, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Thor, Black Panther, Captain America, a Shatari, and a micro-scale version of Ant-Man. This set retailed for $69.99 USD, or $70, and is still currently on shelves. There's a $30 price difference between the two sets, but aside from that, they're very, very similar. Both have the compound as the main build, although one is a little bit larger. There are 2 vehicles in this set compared to the one over here. And then we have a very similar selection of minifigures. There is one more minifigure in this 2021 model than over here in 2019. That's, I think, pretty much the same though, because you get 2 minifigures compared to 1 big fig here. But more on that in the minifigure comparison section. Speaking of that, the comparison we're doing today is going to be on several different categories. We have minifigures, these side builds, which will just be the vehicles, the main builds, which is the compound, my verdict on playability, then the price, finally my opinion, and then of course the final verdict where I add everything up and tell you which set won the comparison. Without further ado, let's jump right on in. This is going to be a long enough video without me rambling on. So let's take a look at those minifigures first and move on to all the other categories. All right, the first section of this comparison is going to be the minifigure part. Now, we have almost an equal number of minifigures here. The 2021 set has 1 minifigure more. However, 2019 does have 2 big figs, and the newest model is notably missing a Hulk representation at all. I would have really loved to get a Professor Hulk minifigure, big fig, however they wanted to do it. They didn't, and I guess that's okay, but still, 2 big figs are over in 2019's favor. Speaking of the minifigures, there are a couple of comparable characters, the first of which is Thanos. Now, the Thanos character underwent a very noticeable change over these couple-year gap, and that change is that he now has a removable head that can swivel around. And so that makes this minifigure so much better. I really love this new style. I hope they continue it because while this big fig was decent, the update was greatly appreciated. Other comparable minifigures for this review and comparison include the micro-scale Ant-Man minifigure. I really prefer the one that doesn't have the Quantum Realm suits on. The Quantum Realm suits were nice and everything, but it was so annoying not getting any unique parts or pieces. And I just really love getting a actual micro-scale Ant-Man that can be used for pretty much anything, not just the one scene where they're going through the portal. We also have Iron Man minifigure in both sets. And this Iron Man minifigure is exactly the same. However, this one has a much better Power Blast base and a shield as well as the Power Blast pieces. And it also comes with a hairpiece, not just the mask. So I think this one is definitely a little better. Taking all those aside, we do have a couple minifigures left over. We do have a Thanos minion. We have the Shatari and the Outrider. Pretty much the same. Both are pretty trash minifigures. No one really cares about them. And then we have a couple minifigures remaining. We got Captain Marvel, Hulk, and Nebula in her Quantum Realm suit versus Scarlet Witch, a phenomenal Captain America minifigure, Thor, and, of course, T'Challa. And they don't want to stand up, but that's okay. I love these 4 minifigures, and I think taking away the ones that are comparable, this is definitely the better selection. The Captain Marvel minifigure is not exclusive, and she's pretty trash. There's a lot of inaccuracies with her. The Hulk is amazing, and then Nebula is in just her Quantum Realm suit, and you guys know how I feel about the Quantum Realm suits. They're great, but not as great to get so many in every single set. So I think for that reason alone, I definitely have to give the point to 2021 here. The minifigure selection is just so much better over there. I mean, the designs and the characters look so much more realistic. Make sure to leave your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. I know it's close, but I definitely think 2021 deserved the point. Let's get these out of the way though, and now it's time to take a look at these side builds. For these side builds, I'm counting the vehicles. So we have a helicopter and a car from 2019, and from 2021, we have the van. Now, these builds are not bad at all. We have a very nice car. In fact, this is one of my favorite little Jeep builds ever. It's got a very nice rotating double stud shooter cannon, along with room for one driver. Then this helicopter has the classic superheroes fire extinguisher on the side, along with room for one pilot and a repeating of 6 stud shooters. But the van, it's the van from Ant-Man. And it's got the quantum realm on the back. And it's accurate. 2021 takes the point easily here for the side builds. It's really nice to get these two vehicles, but they're inaccurate and they've never appeared in any of the movies or anything like that. Whereas this van was a major plot point in Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Endgame. And so it definitely gets the point for me because it's accurate. It's something I've wanted to see in LEGO for a long time, and it's well executed. As opposed to well executed, in this case, not so much in this case, but inaccurate and nonsensical builds. So definitely the van gets the point for me. All right, speeding right along, the next category is going to be the main builds or the compound builds. Now, both of these are phenomenal. They are two of my favorite LEGO Marvel sets. I love play sets. I'm not a huge fan of the vehicles, but I absolutely adore when we get a good play set. And these are really damn good play sets. Let's move 2021 out of the way, and we're going to look at 2018 first. Now, 2018 has two distinct sections. We have the garage and then the actual compound part. The garage has a lever here that lifts up, and you can roll a car into it and into the garage, which lifts up and down pretty easily. And there's a bunch of empty space there, but you can fit the full car. We have a landing pad up here for the helicopter. So both of the vehicles that are included here do actually connect into the full story. Then this spins around and you have a very nice dish piece, and that works very well. Then we have the stud shooters, of course, and then a bridge connecting the two, along with a very nice spinning door, revolving door, to let them into the actual compound, which is a very nice double spring-loaded missile on top. And on the inside of the compound here, we have a very nice table design, which has some hidden guns underneath, along with chairs for 3 of the Avengers, and a holding cell for the Infinity Gauntlet, which is included with 2 Infinity Stones, not all of them like I have there, ignore that. Then we have a very nice computer here to analyze the Infinity Stones. Very nice compound. Very, very well done. There's a ton of stuff in here, and it's very, very spacious. Over here, we have basically the exact same part of this, just blown up a little bit. It's really this section just kind of expanded upon, with a very nice cannon piece and a broken Avengers A on the side. On the interior, we have a very nice gel cell for Thanos, which is very inaccurate, but still kind of cute and fun. A downsized version of the table, which is funny because it's an upsized version of that section, but they downsized the table. Only 2 chairs, not 3. And then down here, we have a model of the Nano Gauntlet, the Iron Man's Infinity Gauntlet, and then the time travel computer, and then some computers analyzing that. Both of these builds are phenomenal, and they represent exactly what they're supposed to. However, I think I much prefer the 2019 model here. I like the minifigures more from the newer set, but the older set was bigger, and bigger is better. So I'm going to give the point to 2019 here. I just love how you can fit both of the vehicles into the garage and on top of it. And there's just more space here. While the centerpiece is a little more downsized and this size is a bit better, I love the garage and the connection there. It's like 2 distinct pieces of the compound. It feels much more like a compound instead of just like a building. Now it's going to segue right into the playability category. And so let's bring everything back real quick for playability. There we got the helicopter and of course the car, but you can zoom right on in here to the garage. And let's just put that away. And let's get the van back out for over here. There's a lot to do for playability. And of course, all the minifigures and microfigures and big figs. Big old mess in the center there. So playability. Both of them tell the exact same story. It's the final battle between the Avengers and Thanos. Both sets have vehicles for kids to play with, and both sets have the main antagonist, Thanos, along with one of his henchmen. We also have a very good assortment of heroes for both sets. Some of them include fan favorites like Iron Man, Hulk, Captain Marvel, and everything. This set, over here, 2021, includes the big 3, Captain America and Thor, which the other set does not. But I think both of them, for playability, offer the ability to play through kind of the Avengers Endgame story very, very well. I don't think one does it better than the other. I mean, sure, there are like less minifigures here, but you still get Hulk, which is so much fun to do big fig against big fig. The Captain Marvel and the Scarlet Witch are basically the same for playability because they have the power blast pieces to kind of shoot, and they're on a very similar power level. And of course, the henchmen are kind of henchmen, and we get some other kind of side characters. I think for playability, it's going to be a tie, unfortunately. Both sets get a point from this. I think the average child and, average me will derive the same amount of fun from playing with both of these sets. I don't think one offers more playable value over the other one. Our next category is going to be price. We're going through this one much faster than I thought we would, all things considered. But price, That's difficult. Over here, we have a $100 set. This $100 set has 2 big figs, and big figs are typically about like $10 each. So that's looking at $20 for big figs there. And you have 4 more minifigures along with a micro figure, and so that's a decent amount. Where over here we only have 1 big fig. We have like a couple more, pieces in this set. Like I said, this one has about 700 pieces versus about 530 pieces. So you can see there's definitely like a 150 piece gap there. Now there's that small of a piece gap, but this set is $70. And I feel like, I don't want to say it's overpriced because I'd gladly pay $70 for this. I think it's a fair price. I just think you get more bang for your buck with this $100 set. The compound is larger, you get more vehicles, you get 2 big figs, and then over here you get a smaller compound, 1 vehicle, and you do get more minifigures, but a lot of them are reuses and everything. So I think definitely I'm going to have to give the point for price to 2019. I think 19 is slightly more fair. I don't want to say either one of these sets is overpriced or incorrectly priced, because I think $100 and $70 is a very accurate and reasonable price to expect for sets of this magnitude and amount of like quality, detail, and minifigures. I just think that this one is a little unfair. This one's a little bit more fair. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comment section down below, though, because I'd love to hear from you. Do you think I'm totally off base? Do you think one of them's better than the other? Please let me know. The score right now is tied, actually. We have 2 points for 19 and 2 points for 2021, along with that tied point. So I guess you could call it 3 and 3. So it's going to come down to my opinion again. Oof, I hate when this happens. All right. Anyway, so now I got to pick which set is going to win. Now, when this set, 2019, came out, it was my favorite, hands down. I got Thanos in his armor, and it looked so good. We got the Infinity Gauntlet again. We got that Hulk, which was so good. A really, really good Iron Man. Some more Quantum Realm suits. A really great compound. My first kind of like big Avengers playset, and some really great vehicles. And then this set came out, and it was the same thing. And I was so excited when I saw it because that new Thanos is amazing. And that new Captain America, and that Thor, and that, oh my, the Scarlet Witch wasn't great, but the Power Blast piece in the van, and it was so good. It's really, really hard for me to pick here because I absolutely adore both of these sets. I really hate picking, but if I had to, and I do have to, I say 2021 is my favorite set. It's a little cheaper, which is better for your wallet, and you get a better selection of figures, I think. While you're missing out on Hulk, you do get Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. If you wanted to spend $30 more to get the bigger version, you can, but I'm really happy with this one. I think it's definitely my favorite. So the point does go 2021. And that means for the final verdict that when comparing these two sets, 2021 is the winner. It is the better set. I say that, but it's not necessarily true. I do prefer 2021. I think the minifigure selection is much better. The build maybe isn't better, but I think for like collectors and display people and everything, this is a better build because the garage here is really just meant for play. But if you're a kid or you're in a collector or something, both these sets are going to scratch your itch in one way or another. Both have really great minifigures, builds, and characters and everything, and they both have a lot of heart and life, and they're some of the best sets. I know that this line of LEGO sets was not liked by many people, myself included, because there were some very weak builds for that endgame line, but this was not one of them. This is one of the best sets from that, and this is one of the best sets from the Infinity Saga line. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below because I would love to hear from you. Which one do you love? Which one do you hate? Do you think I'm right in saying that 2021 is the better set? That's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to do one more comparison between these excellent sets. If you guys think of any more comparisons you want to see in the future, please let me know. I'm always open to doing them because they're quite a lot of fun. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you look forward to more. I'll see you all in those more videos that hopefully you're going to watch, and have a fantastic and safe rest of your day.